What's going on, Wolf Squad fam? Now, as you guys remember from my previous video, I told you guys that the next time I would probably be recording another Clash video is when my laptop stand came in. You guys can't see it because it's off screen, but my laptop stand has now come in. But not just that. We also got ourselves a nifty, I can't really pick it up because of all the wires and cords, but I'll throw a picture on screen for you guys. I got myself another USB 3.0 USB hub. But not just any hub. We are upgrading from a 4-point. Again, my allergies are making it hard for me to talk, guys, as per usual. It's not only... we are upgrading from a 4-port USB hub to a 7-port USB hub. And it's a cool RGB one as well. So I can turn... again, you guys can't really see it, but I can turn the RGB mode off. I can turn that off and on. And not only that, but each port has their own little on and off switch. So I can pretty much control, turning my mic off, my webcam off, all from this USB hub without having to go and, going into my laptop and, messing with the settings. And I can turn that off just from here. So I've been grinding Clash lately, as you guys can see from my storages. We're about to where we were in the previous video before we started doing the raids and stuff. So my expos are still upgrading, as you guys notice. They're still upgrading. They have almost 4.5 days to go before they are maxed out. So what I'm hoping to do... oh, I forgot to show you guys as well. We also unlocked the Poison Lizard. Before we get into my plans for today's video, I want to show you guys that we now have the Poison Lizard. So whenever we're doing this Super Yeti strategy and we have a base that we're dealing with that has defending CC, I've never really had anything to, counteract that until now. I decided to grind my elixir, dark elixir, so that way we can upgrade the pet house so we can unlock the Poison Lizard. So unfortunately I won't be able to use them in this video because I'm still, working through the levels. I'm still working on upgrading it. But eventually what I plan to do is upgrade the Poison Lizard high enough to where we can start throwing him in to the army. No more having to deal with enemy heroes. What I plan to do is swap out the Electro Owl for the Poison Lizard, because that's where the defending CC always targets. You want to defend your Warden and the Super Yeti as much as you possibly can. So by having the Grand Warden set to ground, that'll protect them from any air bombs or seeking air mines, any air traps. And by having the Poison Lizard... I cannot talk today, guys. I'm not joking when I say my seasonal allergies, make it really, really difficult for me to talk. The Poison Lizard will essentially help deal with enemy CC. That, say, like balloons or lava hounds. Any air defending CC. Any defending CC that's air, the Super Yeti can't target. because Super Yeti can't target air. The Poison Lizard is going to deal with that. So no more having to worry about screwing up attacks or raids because of not being prepared for the defending CC. The Poison Lizard is going to take care of that. So, like I said, unfortunately we won't be able to use them in this video, but hopefully we can just keep working with them, keep upgrading them, until we can get to the point to where we can start using them. You guys know the deal. We need some gold. We need some elixir for some upgrades. We need to get our builders busy on this account. And what I'm hoping to do, just like in the previous video, I'm either going to max out the last 2 expos, or I'm going to upgrade this Inferno Tower to level 10 and get it 1 level away from being maxed out. Well, I'll think of something in between clips. I'll go over all of my options. I'll do all of that off camera, obviously, as we're doing raid after raid after raid. And with that being said, guys, Eevee's not with me right now, as you guys can see. Let me know in the comments if you like having Eevee being in these videos or not. Because there are some videos I like to, bring him down here with me. And then there are some videos like tonight where I know I'm going to get my videos done pretty quickly. And then after I get done recording, I'll be gaming for a while. That's when I'll bring Eevee down here. For those of you guys that are new to my channel and that are discovering me for the first time, I'm a sentimental person. I'm a highly sentimental person. So little things like that, having plushies and, little stuff like that, gets me in the feels every single time. I'll see you guys in the first raid of the video. Well, what do we got over here? 1.5 million gold, 1.6 million elixir. Not too great on dark elixir, but I'm not really in a hurry to get dark elixir at the moment. I mean, of course, like I said, I am upgrading the Poison Lizard, but the upgrade doesn't get done for at least a few days. A couple to a few days. So I'm not really in a rush to get dark elixir at the moment. So, let's go ahead, funnel this base out. We're going to attack it from the bottom side. We're going to go ahead and activate the Royal Champion's ability nice and early, so we can have that Rocket Spear take out the Expo, the Mortar, and the Multi-Archer Tower. And the Ricochet Cannon, I guess. Can we take out the Multi-Archer Tower, please? Thank you. We're going to funnel that side out with the Queen. We got 4 Super Dragons. And 2 balloons. Okay, the Super Dragons are actually going to help us out with the funneling. So we're going to go ahead and throw them in. Log launcher on the bottom corner. 2 balloons to look for any air traps, which I doubt there are any. 1 Super Yeti on both sides to help with the funneling, help tighten the funnel. And then we're going to throw the rest of them in right there, down the middle. Log launcher goes away, or dies out, however you want to say it. I'll activate the Queen ability. Couple of clone spells, freeze the fire spitters. The air defense on that back side there. So the Super Dragon can continue tightening up that funnel. And just like that, guys, that is gonna be a 3-star. I'm telling you, the Super Yeti strategy is just broken. And thanks to the laptop stand, It's not perfect to sort of say, but it is a little bit better. I'm looking at my second monitor over here. That is much better. If you guys watched my previous video where I had a lot of drop frames, that looks much better. That looks much better. And with the loot bonus, guys, that's going to put us over 1.7 million gold, 1.8 million elixir, and 8,000 dark elixir. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. And see, here's the thing. My heroic torch is not even maxed out yet. I don't have the heroic torch maxed out. I don't have the heroes themselves maxed out. I don't even have the poison lizard. I mean, I have him, but I don't have him in my army yet. And I don't have it maxed out either. Hunter, thank you so much, my dude. If you watch this video, thank you so much for showing me this and giving me these tips for this strategy. I say it all the time, guys. I say it all the time. This is one of the reasons why I started being a content creator. This is one of the reasons, because I get to learn from you guys. I get to learn all these cool strategies. I get to learn from all of you guys. And I'm not just saying, all of you guys, part of the Clash of Clans, part of my community, but the Clash of Clans community itself. I get to learn from all of you guys. And thanks to the event pass, we're going to get ourselves a nice 4.5 million gold and a clan castle cake as well. So, we're going to go ahead and use the castle cake right away. Because, just like in the previous video, guys, I had my iPad down here. It's not on Clash right now, but I had my iPad below my desk, so that way I could donate to myself. But now I don't have to do that. Thanks to the clan castle cake, or whatever. I'm pretty sure they mean the same thing, but you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, thanks to this laptop stand, guys, this looks much better. My laptop is staying a little bit cool. It's not exactly cool yet. It's not exactly cool, but it's better. As far as drop frames go, it is much better than it was in the previous video. It is much better. I'll see you guys in the next raid. Hopefully we can, like I said, we can get this poison lizard maxed out. How many days do we got on that? A day and a half. A day and a half, essentially. So, I'm going to be cranking out the poison lizard upgrades. And then, like I said, guys, if you guys know whether or not the healer upgrades are a necessity, because I do have the healers going right now in the laboratory. If you guys know whether or not the healer upgrades are a necessity for the healer puppet equipment, let me know in the comments, because I am pretty sure they are. I could be wrong, but let me know in the comments. Because if so, I'll start cranking out healer upgrades as well. I'll see you guys in the next raid. $2 million gold in elixir. Holy cow, 14,000 dark elixir. This is an absolute whale. I can't say no to this base, man. This is just gonna be too easy. Alright, so we're gonna come at it from the top side. We're gonna use the Royal Champion's ability to take out the single Inferno and the multi-archer tower if we're lucky. Okay, so the invisibility spell tower goes off. We triggered that. Queen's ability will damage the buildings over there. We're going to funnel with the Super Dragons. Use the balloons to trigger any air traps. Log launcher is going to open up the walls for us. Hopefully. Throw out 2 Super Yeti to help with the funnel. Throw down the king nice and early, just in case. Yep, kind of figured that would happen. So, open up some more walls with the king's ability. Freeze the Inferno Artillery and the Teslas. Early Warden ability. A couple clone spells. Freeze the Scatter Shot. Well, one of them anyway. And thanks to the Heroic Torch, most of my Super Yeti are gonna stay alive, and we can potentially 3-star this base as well. We're gonna 3-star this base. This Super Yeti strategy is just ridiculously broken. And like I said, I don't have everything maxed out either. Holy cow. I am loving Super Yetis, guys. Why didn't I start using Super Yetis sooner? Why didn't I start using these bad boys sooner? With the loot bonus, that's going to bring us up to 2.2 million gold. 2.1 million elixir. Whew. 16,000 dark elixir. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby. And we're going to get ourselves a nice star bonus as well. Some more gold from the gold pass. We don't have the gold pass, but the season pass. We're going to get some more gold out of that. So we're going to go ahead and collect that right away. The treasury as well. And we're going to get ourselves a mighty morse. Tonight has just been one of those nights, man. Tonight has just been one of those nights where everything is seemingly going my way. No matter if it comes to Clash, or recording in general, or gaming over on my Xbox. Everything is just going my way right now. And I can't complain. I mean, of course I can't complain because everything is going my way. Not that I really complain much when everything doesn't go my way, because I'm going to be honest with you, I do that from time to time. But everything seems to be lining up perfect to have a perfect night. I don't want to jinx it, but even though I probably just did. But everything's looking good right now. I'll see you guys in the next raid. Everything is just lining up to be one hell of a night. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and I'm all here for it. I'll see you guys in the next raid. Alright guys, so we found ourselves a dead, rushed Town Hall 17. And unfortunately for this guy, instead of having invisibility spell towers, he put rage spell towers. He put the rage spells on his spell towers. So, this is about to be a beatdown. I would hate to be this guy right now. We're going to come at it from the top side. Super Dragons to help with the funneling. Royal Champion to help tighten up that funnel. Hopefully. There we go. Early Queen's ability. Log launcher up top. trigger any possible traps with the balloons here. Barbarian King, Super Yeti there. We don't want the king wandering off to the right side. We want him to stay on course. There we go. Because he's going to open up the walls to the town hall. Early warden ability. Freeze. Clone. Freeze that scatter shot. Another clone. Freeze the monolith. Freeze the mortar in the wizard tower. And that's going to be all she wrote, fellas. There's nothing left to stop the Super Yeti at this point. Super Yeti are just so cracked out, man. I am thoroughly impressed with the Super Yeti. Why didn't I start using these things sooner? I could have been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing into higher leagues. I could have pushed myself back into Legend League before the league system changed. This just goes to show that with my luck, I don't get into really broken stuff. I don't get into meta things that are just really broken until later on when everything it's kind of hard to explain, but you guys know what I mean, right? I get into everything that's like super OP and broken later on when everybody else knows about it. There's 4.5 million elixir. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and take that, but no, I won't. I'll have to claim that later on. So we're going to save that. Do I have any... I can upgrade the torch again. Let's go ahead and do that. To level 16. So that'll make the torch a little bit stronger. So once we have the heroic torch leveled up enough, I want to say maybe 18, 19, 20, we'll start working with the healer puppet, getting it upgraded. Because we're going to need it for keeping the queen alive whenever we have her all the way up to level 90, 100. And that most likely won't be till later down the road. But we're getting somewhere with this account, man. We're getting somewhere with it. We are unrushing this account fast, thanks to the Super Yeti. We are unrushing this account really fast, thanks to the Super Yeti. Let's go ahead and upgrade the... Upgrade? You can't upgrade a Mighty Morsel. What are you thinking, James? Let's go ahead and use the Mighty Morsel. See what I mean about my allergies making it hard for me to talk? This is a good example of it right here. So, let's go ahead and activate the Mighty Morsel. Like I said, I can't claim the 4.5 million elixir just yet, so we're going to have to wait on that for a little while. And we have some war attacks to use. I'll go ahead and do those off camera. I'll either do them off camera or I'll save them for the end of the video. Stay tuned to find out which one I decide to do. And with that being said, guys, I will see y'all in the next raid. Alright guys, so we found ourselves a Town Hall 16. Town Hall 17 with 1.7 million gold, 1.5 million elixir, 7,000 dark elixir. With the loot bonus, this is essentially going to be 1.9 million gold and 1.7 million elixir and 9,000 dark elixir. So, we have the Mighty Morsel activated. Do they have any CC? No, they don't. Luckily. Because I don't have the Poison Lizard with me right now. So let's go ahead and throw down the Royal Champion on the Poison Spell Tower. The Royal Champion's going to help funnel that side out. Wait till the poison of the Poison Spell wears off. There we go. Use the Super Dragons to help tighten up that funnel. Use the balloons to trigger any air traps. Giant Arrow will help with the funneling. Let's go ahead and throw down the Log Launcher. Super Yeti, I was about to say, please turn around the other way. The Warden's in. Let's go ahead and break everybody in. Come on, King. Catch up with everybody, please. Thank you. Right there, baby. Right there. Activate the Warden ability early. Clone and clone. Freeze and freeze. And if everything stays alive here, that's going to be... Yep. Right before I can even finish my sentence, dude. That's going to be GG's. That is going to be GG. So, since our storages are already full, there's not going to be very many raids in this video, but some of you guys do like my shorter videos. I know some of you guys do like my shorter videos. And today's video, whenever you may be watching this, is going to be one of those short ones. Did we just time fail? Please tell me we didn't. What's I was about to say, what's left? Okay, thank God. Thank the Lord. Like I said, with the loot bonus, that's going to be over 1.9 million gold, 1.7 million elixir, and 9,000 dark elixir. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and claim the dark elixir from the event pass. We can't really collect the 600,000 elixir, can we? We can. Alright. So we're not going to be able to claim the 4.5 million elixir, unfortunately. Well, actually, can we? If we do a wall piece, maybe. We're going to do like one wall piece here. And then, can we... we're still a little bit short. We're still a little bit short. Damn it. Well, this is going to be one of those shorter videos. I mean, I could do another raid or two to fill up or continue filling up the dark elixir storage a little bit more, but I'd rather do that off camera. So that way I can just quietly work with the poison lizard, if that makes any sense. I can quietly work with the poison lizard and get it to the point to where it's like, okay, now I want to use the poison lizard for a video, and it's going to be a much higher level. Sometimes I like doing that, guys. Sometimes I like doing that. Sometimes I'll work with my accounts and do upgrades quietly and off camera. So that way the next time you guys see those specific accounts, you'll notice. Alright, so with tonight's video being a little bit shorter, I'm going to go ahead and do my upgrades. I have not decided what I want to do with my gold. I mean, I do want to really do a lot of the walls, but I really don't think that would be the most beneficial at this point. $16 mil. I can only do... I'll only be able to do one of those expos if I want to do. I'm going to have to upgrade the this elixir storage. So, what I'm going to do... how much is the Inferno Tower? 11. So that's 17... No, that's 27. That would pretty much be all of my gold right there. That would be all of my gold right there. If I were to do that. I'd keep at least 500,000, but... that's pretty much the majority of my gold right there. So, which means if I want to max out both the remaining expos... If I want to max out the remaining expos, I'm going to have to grind this account off camera. And then finish off this one. Which is what I think I will do. So, let's go ahead. Max out the third out of the 4 expos. And 3, it's a 10, just like the other expo upgrades, it's going to be a 10.5 day upgrade. 16 million gold. 3, 2, 1, bam. That'll leave us with 11.5. And then we can go ahead and get this last Inferno 1 level away from maxed out. So, with that being said, it's a 7-day upgrade. 11 million gold. And 3, 2, 1, bam. We're going to go ahead and throw down the Builder Apprentice on the Expo. And then what I was thinking about doing... is converting my elixir into gold. Because I'm going to be getting that 3 million back. I'm going to be getting that back. And then plus another million. Well, 1.5 million. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and convert it. And then that will allow us to collect the elixir from the event pass. And do we have any elixir in the treasury? No, we don't. And I think that's going to be all that we can do at this point. Do we have any... Okay. I was just getting ready to say, do we have any glowy ore to... any starry or glowy ore to be able to do another equipment upgrade? No, we don't. So, I think that's pretty much going to be all that we can do, guys. It is currently 3 in the morning for me right now, so I do kind of want to make this video short. Since it is like 3 in the morning, I'll be able to get this edited really quick and then out to you guys as soon as I can. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Our laptops, my laptop stand came in earlier this week. Got myself a 7-port USB hub. So we're upgrading from a 4-point. See what I mean? Seasonal allergies, guys. Seasonal allergies. They suck. They really, 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 really suck. So we're upgrading from a 4-port USB hub to a 7-port. So, with that being said, we got the poison lizard upgrading for another day and a half, and then we can go ahead and put it back down for another upgrade. We've got the healers being researched. Let's see, where are they going? Level 6. They're going to be level 6. I have the study soup going on them. I'll probably throw down some research potions as well. But we're going to start cranking out healer upgrades, poison lizard upgrades. Every time we have a star bonus available, we're going to do some raids. Well, I'm going to do some raids because I'll be doing them off camera. I'll be doing some raids, and I'll be getting as much starry, glowy ore. I'll be getting as much ore as I can, and I'll be cranking out equipment upgrades as well for the heroic torch, the giant arrow, the healer puppet, the rocket spear. We're going to be working with the pets, not just the poison lizard, but I want to essentially upgrade the unicorn. We got a lot to work with, guys. We got a lot to work with. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day or night, wherever it is in the world you live. Been a long time since I've said that in my outros. But for real, though, I do actually hope that you are. If you guys like my videos, you guys like my content, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. And guys, I will see y'all next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm James Tate. We out.